afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Corner with the Conn Man on the Sports Wave Network. Saturday edition, by the way. I want to give a big props to my producer, Key Williams, for making this happen. This afternoon, I have with me a very special guest. He goes by the name of Scott. We call him Scotty, Sandman Pelton. And we're looking forward to having him on the show. I've been trying to get him on for a little while. You know, sometimes technical difficulties do come in. But hopefully he'll come on. I'm going to let him tell his story, you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. You know, I texted a lot of, area boxers, and Scotty was definitely one of the best of them all. And again, I guess I want to give him his flowers and let him tell his story. I can run off all his stats and all that, all his numbers, but I think it's better coming from him. So while waiting for him to come on, I just want to let you guys know that we got some good things happening on the network. I'm going to have my NBA show coming on very soon, as far as, a weekly NBA show. Not too long, a little bit, something, because Conn Man, myself, Coach Dante, and Key Williams, we got something planned in the future as far as the NBA is concerned. But I'm going to give my little tidbits, my little historical perspective on the NBA, et cetera, et cetera. While waiting for Scotty, I just want to let you guys know that's what we're going to be doing as well. And also, next week, I have my guy, the OG. He is the OG, John Reeves. He's out of Chicago, and you get us both together, it's going to be like that. You know what I mean? And you will not see no Google, LinkedIn, or whatever, TikTok, X, Y, Z. It's complete knowledge and experience, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about old school basketball. He's going to talk about Chicago, of course, and whatever else. And we're going to talk about, back in the day, leading up to today's game, NIL, transfer portal, all kinds of stuff. It's going to be an interesting show as well. So while we're waiting on Mr. Scotty Pelton, I just want to let you guys know that we're doing some damn things out here. But let me give you, before he comes on, let me give you a little perspective as to the NBA. I've been watching the NBA, and I put out a post, and the post that I put out was about the injuries. I hope I'm wrong, but I do believe that there's going to be an absorbent amount of injuries in the NBA. I think the players are so athletic, they jump so high, and as you can already see, injuries have occurred already. 2 games into the season, we have guys who are going to be out for a while. Then we got Kawhi out indefinitely. Paul George is supposed to be coming back. But the NBA, I love the NBA. I love what they're doing with the NBA. I think it's going to be great for the exposure. And the NBA looks like it's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to the NBA and the NCAA as well. But as far as the NBA is concerned, my first reaction, guys, you guys know I don't like Boston teams. You already know that. But it seems to me that Boston's probably going to run away with the East. They're so deep. They're so talented from the front court to the back court. They got bigs. They got outside shooting. They got three-point shooters. They got Tatum. They got Brown, White, and on and on and on and on. They got the old man in the middle. They're very tough. They're well coached, as you can see, and they want another chip. They want to get one back-to-back, which Larry Bird never got one. All them great Celtics players never got one, so I think that's what they want to achieve as well. They got the chip already, but I think they're going to be very good, and I'm hoping he comes on. Sometimes things happen where they have, sometimes you can get on, sometimes you can't. So if hopefully he comes on. I don't know. We're going to get him on because I want him to come on. But while we're talking, I guess I could talk a little bit about him. I don't want to expose him too much. I want him to tell his story. But Mr. Scotty Pelton had a record of 29-5 and 1. Of his 29 wins, 24 were by stoppage. And he's a bad man. I put out a fight he had with Omar Shika, which I wanted him to expose that and talk about that. Because they had 2 fights. There was supposed to be a third. But I wanted him to talk about that as well. And again, hopefully he comes on. As far as I know, he said he was going to come on. Hopefully he can get on. Sometimes it's difficult, I guess, with the technical stuff. It gets kind of cuckoo. But And hopefully we're able to do the damn thing. And, again, reflecting, getting back to the NBA again. This is my thing. You got players who are making upwards of $50-60 million a year. And they hold on. Oh, God. Sorry about that. See, technology is good, but sometimes it can be bad. But anyway, we're going to get back into it. Sometimes technology is good, sometimes it's not. It's like every time I do a show, something happens. Crazy. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to get back. Conn Man. Uh-oh. Somebody. Like after basketball. And, he just, if you guys get a chance, please watch that video because it's so important for the players. Because some players don't know because they don't really get direction. Watch the show. He'll tell you guys how to brand yourself. He'll tell you what to look for, how to present yourself. And like I said, it's not only what you do on the court, it's what you do off the court. So many impactful things that he said about the game of basketball and the game of life. And he did a great job. And I'm so honored to have him on my show. And he's come on like 3 times already. So, as you guys know by now, I'm OG, I'm old school, old as dirt. But I like to, keep the past present. Because without the people who played in the past, there wouldn't be the players that are making $50-60 million a year. And what's great about it, people talk about LeBron James. And, what's really sad is that he's 108 years old and he claims he wants to play all 82 games at the age of 40 years old. And then you got these guys who are 28, 29, don't want to play back to back. You got to be kidding me. My man Charles Barkley said it right, man. How could you do that? You know what I mean? You can't play back to back. And I know the NBA is investigating on that, and that's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. You know, I think that's horrendous, man. You know, you're making all that money, and you're worried about back to back. You know, take care of your body, take care of your health, like LeBron does. You know, get in better shape before the season. You know, people try to get in shape during the season. No, you get in shape before the season. That's the key. You just go gradually, and then when the season comes, you're already in good shape. But you want to sit there, put on 30 pounds, and then try to do it during the season and training camp. And that's why you see so many people having hamstring problems. Look how many, watch this year, how many people have hamstring problems. Watch. You see it in the NFL, you're going to see it in the NBA. I hope I'm wrong, but I get a feeling we're going to see hamstring problems in the NBA. But I like the diversification of the NBA. The players seem, the guy who broke his hand was, I think his name is Murray, who played for the Atlanta Hawks last year. I think he's with the Pelicans or whatever he is. Yeah, he got hurt. He fractured his hand. I don't know how long he's going to be out. You got guys getting injured already 2 games into the season. I'm telling you, I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of hamstring injuries, ankle injuries, you know, because the players put so much force because of their athletic ability. They jump so high. And they put so much force. I think there's going to be issues. That's what I think. But I don't know about Scotty, but we can talk about the NBA. Hey, that's what I do best anyway. So, but again, I want you guys, if you guys can get an opportunity, I'm going to post it again. Watch that video of me and my man, Captain Gene Smith. You guys will be getting an education that's going to be benefit players, coaches, parents. It's so impactful, and it's a great thing. And I'm so honored to have Gene come on my show. And I'm looking forward to having some phenomenal guests coming up. I'm not going to give it up yet, but you know, luckily I've been able to have some great contacts and have some great people who have come on my show. People who didn't even know me from the hole in the wall. You know, I got to thank Not in My House, because when I first started navigating how to do this podcast and how to get my name out there, you know, Not in My House, again, really didn't know anything about me, but they did their research and they interviewed me twice, by the way. I don't think they ever interviewed anybody twice. I could be wrong, but they had me on their show as well. I mean, I've done so many damn podcasts. Brian Snow, Snowman in the Morning, and Jose LeBron, Chris Jose LeBron. I did his, and I've done so many shows, and it's been great to do them. I have a ball, and now that I have my own show, it's great because I get the opportunity to have guests that I think can make an impact. I mean, I've done had musicians, I've had mediums, I've had people who had problems with drugs and incarcerated, and, you know, everything under the sun. And I'm honored to be able to do that. I'm honored that my producer, Key Williams, and Jake Silver give me the leeway and to be able to do the show. Again, while we're waiting on my man Scotty Pilmington, I wish I could take a break and contact him, but let me see if I can do something. But while I'm doing that, you know, I wish you guys could, you know, chime on in and see what we can do, because again, I didn't come here prepared. I came to, you know, really look out for my man Scotty Pilmington, but I'm going to see if I can get him. Let's see if he's there. I don't know. He was active 2 hours ago. I'm going to see if I can get him on. Let's see if I can do that. If not, I'll just, you know, I'll talk a little while longer and see if we can get him on. I'm calling him right now as we speak. Hopefully he can come on. You know, I've been trying to get him to come on for a while. Let's see if I can get him on. Well, while we're waiting on him, I you know, hopefully. What's up, Scott?
What's up?
You ready to come on?
No, actually, I'm not. I'm driving to go pick up my wife. And do I have to have Wi-Fi, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to be on for a little bit.
All right, so would you want to reschedule?
Yes.
When's good for you, my man?
Anytime on the weekend would be great. Well, even during the week, but it has to be like at night or something.
All right, Scott. Yeah, you know I want you on my show. You know that, right?
I know, bro.
Hey, champ, you gotta do what you gotta do, my man. I got it covered from here, and I'll hit you up and see when we can reschedule and do the damn thing. All right, my man.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Well, hey, that's a live. That's live. My man's got you could hear him now, so that was good. We're gonna do the damn thing. We're gonna do the damn thing. So I'm gonna stay on to about another 10 minutes because I really didn't have anything prepared. I was waiting on him, but we're gonna do the damn thing. I want him on the show because you know what? We have so many great fighters out here in the South Coast area, and I've had just about everyone on my show. I've had Ray Alvera on my show. I've had Jason Pyers on my show. I've had Marcus Bates on my show. I've had Justin Morales on my show. I've had everybody on my show. So, you know, it's been a blast. And time I do my show, I gotta get this stuff together. But anyway, it's tough. It's I don't know, but we'll get it going. We'll get it going. I'm gonna be on for about 10 more minutes, so you guys can enjoy your weekend. But we're gonna get this done. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna get this done. It's tough. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna get this done. You know, he's got some things to do, and you know, we're gonna do the damn thing. He said on the weekend or maybe sometime during this week, but I know he gets out of work late, so it's gonna have to be one of them 7 o'clock shows. I gotta kick it with my producer Key Williams. As long as it don't interfere with the World Series, I'm sure if you're gonna have a problem with it or anything messing with the Philly teams, if it's the Philly Eagles or the 76ers, I ain't messing with my producer Key Williams. So we're gonna leave that alone. But you know, I did text a lot of area boxers because I wanted them to, you know, check it out because I know Scotty has something to say. And what I will do, I'll give you a preview of what I was going to do. I was going to say, hey, Scotty, I want you to take it back from the get-go, because what I like to do is have people come on and talk about their grind and their journey. So I wanted him to talk about his grind and his journey from the get-go, because I know all the interviews he's done, I don't think anyone asked him from the beginning. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of heads up when we're going to be able to do this again. And I'm telling you, he's got a lot of things to say, and I'll leave it at that. And hopefully, you know, we'll be able to get him on, because I've been trying to get him on for a while. And sometimes it was due to unforeseen circumstances, and, you know, things come up. You know, you've got life issues and things happen. So, but we will do that. I'm going to be on for maybe about 8 more minutes, and then I'm going to let you guys enjoy your rest of your great Saturday afternoon. But again, those that did tune in, I appreciate that. And, you know, again, I'm on it. I'm doing what I love to do. You know, I love going out and getting guests and talking or texting or whatever you want to call it. Messaging people that I don't know, who don't know me. And of course, I have to, you know, try to promote myself. So that's why I'm on Facebook a lot, because I don't really have any sponsorships. So I got to do what I got to do to try to get more viewers. Not so much for that, just because I like doing what I'm doing. And I hopefully can have guests that will entertain you guys and give you some, I guess, some impactful stories and things of that nature. I've had some great, tremendous guests. But again, I got to bring up I got to bring up something again. I always talk about it, but I can't go without speaking about. I always claimed that I was the sports historian and all that, and, whatever. No, not at all. I will not call myself that anymore because, like I said, anyone can read a book, anybody can look at a movie and think you know it all. No, 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 no. What it is, man, you talk with someone who's actually lived it. Yeah, no book or no stats can ever detract from that. You know what I mean? But I did have the opportunity to have the great late Sam Jones. I don't want to I keep talking about him, but the man has 10 championship rings. I know you guys probably do not know that. And for him to come on my show is amazing. I was just starting out, and I contacted a good friend of mine, gave me the information. And I'll tell you a quick story while I'm here. Me and my man Chops Turner, the great Chops Turner, we go down to this place called the Kilburn Center right here in New Bedford, South End, trying to hook up something for Chops to do because he's one of the best ever. And then there was a guy, John, I forgot his last name. But anyway, he sits down with us and then he says, Mike, you seems like you know a little bit of basketball. I said, well, I know a little bit. I said, I know a little bit. I know a little something. He gets on the phone. Check this out. He gets on the phone. He gets on the phone. He goes, yo, what's up, number 24? I'm like, who's he talking to? And he says, hey, can you say hello to my friends? And he said, gave me the phone. It was Sam. And, well, I didn't know who it was at the time. And then I said, hello, how you doing? How you doing? Nice to meet you. And I think he gave the phone to Chops. I'm not sure about that one. I can't remember that. Anyway, I said, who's that? He said, that's Sam Jones. I said, what? He said, you want him on your show? I said, what? Are you? Anyway, he gave me the number to call. I called the number and arranged he would come on my show. And, but he could only give me 15 minutes. I said, I don't care if he gives me 15 seconds. So I called the number. Now, my man, Ed Amos, who's out of D.C., I called him because he's an OG. And I asked him to come on the show with me so we could both interview Sam Jones. And he did. And then, of course, I am getting the wrong number. So my producer at that time, it wasn't Key, it was the other network I was on. He said, Mike, this ain't the number. It's the wrong number. So I had to get off the air, have my man Ed Amos cover for me, go get the right number, give it to my producer, who at that time was out of New York. And he gets on the phone with Sam and he says, me and Ed talking about whatever we're talking about. And he said, Sam's on. I'm like, who? Yeah, Sam's on. Anyway, I get Sam on, right? And now I'm like, whoa. So we talked and we hit it off pretty good at first. And then I'm like, oh, time's coming up. It's like almost 10 minutes. I think I'm done. Do you believe we talked for about an hour and 45 minutes? We talked about, he talked about playing with the Boston Celtics, Red Auerbach, all the old days, how the blacks could eat in one spot, the whites can eat in another spot, the blacks couldn't drink out of the bubbler or what. Man, he told me so many stories that brought me to tears. And what a great interview we had. And then to come to find out, he asked me where I was from. And I told him I was from New Bedford, Mass. And he knew all kind of people around me. I'm like, oh, really? I didn't know that. He knew so many people around the local area. It was amazing, man. He mentioned names, Jeannie Costa. I can go on and on. But he mentioned names, and he knew quite a few people that I knew. And it was a tremendous interview. And unfortunately, he passed away 3 months after that. But I can remember this. The date that he was on my show was June 10th. My birthday was June 11th. I go out, do my errands. I come back, and the phone rings. So I answer the phone. I say, hello? He said, how you doing, Michael? I'm like, who is this? Sam Jones. I said, ooh, what? I'm thinking maybe, he never called me again and whatever. But he told me he wanted to thank me for having him on my show. I said, what? He said, yeah, I want to thank you for having me on your show. Wow. Every time I think about my eyes tear up. But One thing I will say, I said, Sam, how would you do in today's game? And he laughed. He laughed. There goes the show. He laughed. All right, he laughed. Sam was about 6'4". He's famously known as the backbusher. Anybody knows, all you old timers will know what I'm talking about. He was the king of the backboard. Bang. He hit that, and a lot of people, unfortunately, don't even use that backboard shot anymore. They really don't. If you look, how many people shoot off the backboard? Look at today's game. Look, watch it. They don't usually use the backboard. Very rarely do they use the backboard, which in effect gives you, I'm not no scientist, but you're shooting this or here. If you shoot here, you got this much of a leeway. Use the backboard. Look how much space you got. Anyway, and of course you get top the square, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm gonna go bore your guys with all my knowledge or whatever. But anyway, I'm about ready to head on out. I'm getting ready to enjoy some games tonight. We got the World Series. What a great game! That Grand Slam was off the hook, and that individual took the ball and all that. Great thing. Great. I mean, it's crazy, but it was a good game. I have no particular favorite who wins. I just like that. It's going to be a good World Series. I think that's going to be good as well. We got the Celtics on tonight. We got the Lakers. Now, here we go. Before I go, we're going to talk about Bronny, a little bit about Bronny. A lot of people are mad and upset that Bronny, because he might be taking a spot from someone else. I thought about it. I'm going to tell you something. He's going to be a very good NBA player. Is he ready right now? No. But how many second-round picks are? You know, you're blaming, he got there because of his father. Of course. But nepotism rules every sport. Look at all the NFL coaches. They have their sons there with them. Look at the NBA coaches. They have their sons with them. So I can go on and on and on. So don't just put that on LeBron, because he's just doing what everybody else has done. And I think Bronny's a good kid. I think he has a lot of talent. Of course, he has to be refined. And by going to the G League, which I hope he does go to, I think it'll be very beneficial for him, because he'll be able to get playing time, and then eventually he gets better and better and better. Look how many players it took years to get into the NBA. How many of those second, third, fourth round picks make it right away? And now you got the new league, NBL. I don't know what the hell that is. Then you get the G League. You got the European. So in order to make the NBA, people, you still have to have talent. I don't care who you are. I know what it takes. I've seen it personally. So it's very tough to make the NBA. When I hate, and the thing I hate, folks, you'll never hear me say he sucks or he's terrible, or you'll never hear me talk about, I may say he had a bad game. I may say he may make bad decisions, but to say that they are not good or they're terrible, or I can't go that route. I cannot do it. You know, there's only 400 players that play in the NBA. Only 400. To make that 400, you got to have talent. Now, Bronny James, yes. Was he favored by nepotism? Absolutely. Do I think? I think he should have stood another year to get refined, because he had a hot problem. He didn't really play much at USC. I think he averaged like 5-6 points a game. You know, he really didn't get a chance to really play. I think he should have stood one more year. I think he would have had a great year, because with him being healthy, fully healthy, I think that would have been beneficial to him. And he could have refined his game. I think then he could have went after that. But I mean, obviously they wanted to have him play with his dad. We all know that's what it was. But anyway, I think he has talent. He has a great athletic ability, and you know, think about all the pressure he has on him. You know, people dogging him, and I mean, I think it's too tough. I really think it's tough on the kid. I really do. I mean, look who his father is. You know what I mean? So look what he has to, you know, all that pressure. And I think by him going to the G League, that pressure be gone. He can play his game and not worry about his dad or all that pressure. He can refine his game, and then when he comes back, I'm telling you folks right now, he's going to be a quality NBA player. Will he be an all-star? No. Will MVP? No. But he'll be a quality player. I think he may be one of them guys that, you know, I can give you one guy. You guys don't remember, a guy by the name of Kevin Ollie, who played like 15 years. And you probably even know who he is, but he played a lot of years because he was a great team player, a great leader. And I think Bronny's going to end up becoming a player that's going to play for quite a while. He's not going to be, big time scorer or whatever. I think he's going to be, somewhat like I guess you could say like a Patrick Beverly type player. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be someone like that. I could see him being someone like maybe like a Caruso or something like that. You know what I mean? Where he's going to develop his defensive skills. I think he's going to, improve his jump shot because a lot of people could not shoot when they first came in the NBA. I'll tell you that right now. Magic Johnson could not shoot when he first came in the NBA. LeBron couldn't shoot very well when he first came into the NBA. Michael Jordan couldn't shoot. If you notice, how many three-point shots you think Michael Jordan took? I don't think he was. How many long shots? He was more of a mid-range player as opposed to I don't think was he even a three-point line? I don't even know. But anyway, yeah, Michael Jordan. A lot of guys developed their jump shot. A lot of them did, and it takes time. So I'm going to end my show right now because I don't like talking too much because I don't like hearing myself talk. To be honest with you, I prefer to have my guests be the ones that do the talking. But since I'm on the air, and I had my producer Key Williams out of the way to put the show on, and I got to thank Key for that. Congratulations to our son's team. They won the football game this morning. Congratulations to them. And right about now, I think I said enough. All I will tell you guys is thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned. We're going to have Scotty on. Guaranteed, we're going to do it. I'm not sure when. I'm going to kick it with him later on tonight or maybe tomorrow. He prefers the weekends or late after 7. And we're going to have because he got a story to tell. And, when you do a podcast like this, you have to realize that, people have lives to live. And, I know a lot of people catch my show after the fact because, some people got things to do, you know what I mean? So those that do tune in, I definitely appreciate you guys for coming on and tuning into my show. But I'm going to leave again. Next Friday, 5 o'clock, OG John Reeves from Chicago. You guys going to be in for a treat. And we got some things coming up very soon. And again, I love what I do. And you guys know that I am the OG. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. See you guys sometime this week. Starting out, we'll be doing the damn thing. It won't be during the World Series. I know that. I ain't going to mess with no World Series or nothing like that. But we're going to come on and because I want you guys to hear the story. And if you get a chance, please tune into my show that I had yesterday. You can tune in today at 5 o'clock on Roku TV, or you can just watch the video itself. So again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and be safe. Halloween, watch out. Be careful, y'all. Don't drink and drive. Be careful and stay safe. And I'll see you sometime during this week, maybe midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, but definitely Friday, 5 o'clock live with the OG, John Reeves from Chicago. Y'all, thank you for tuning into Sports Corner with the Conn Man on the Sports Wave Network on this special Saturday edition. My guest, Scotty Sandman Pelington, unfortunately couldn't make it today, but hopefully he'll be on Wednesday. So, folks, thank you for tuning in. Stay safe. God bless. Take care. Thank you.